Are we live? We live? I think we are. All right. How's it going, everybody? This is Connor. My name is Connor, and I am about to embark on a probably long video, and I'm going to do my own fast food tier list video. This is like the first time that I've uploaded to this channel in like 30 years or something. And yeah, I'm making my grand comeback be a fast food tier list because why not? I don't know. I'm probably not going to edit this much, so you're going to get a lot of coughs and swallows. But I got a mic, so I can move it around. That's so you don't have to hear that shit. So I was inspired to do this because Jams and Tea, my good friends over at the Jams and Tea podcast, over here, this one, they just uploaded this official Jams and Tea fast food tier list video, which was kind of surprising to me. I didn't expect it, and I'm happy that they did it. And I've always wanted to do one of these, and this is kind of in a way a response because I might address some of the points that they make in that video. But it's a very fun video, and this is not like a retort or anything like, oh, they're completely fucking wrong, even though we will disagree. But regardless, shout out Jams and Tea podcast, shout out Riley, Morgan, Jake, August. They're a very funny and entertaining bunch. It's a very good video. It's certainly going to be better than this video because I'm just all by myself. But you know what? Let's do this. I've always wanted to do this, and let's have some fun. So, oh, and this tier list that they used, I added an A tier. Just, I like having an A and then an S, or in this case, the best. So yeah, let's do it. First up, we're going alphabetical. We got A and W, all American food. By the way, before I get started, I have to say that I live in a city known as Omaha, right in the middle of America, and we don't have a lot of these. So a lot of these I'm just going to put into the never had category because either I've had them once before, like maybe 20 years ago, and I don't maybe not 20 years ago, but like a long time ago, and I don't remember, or I've just legit have never been there because they're just not near me at all. That's just the way it is, but yeah, let's actually get started with A and W. So A and W, I first knew A and W as a root beer brand. And to be honest, I think their root beer is kind of weak. It's better than like mug root beer, but the fact that they specialize in root beer and I find their root beer to be kind of middling is not really a good start. And I much prefer Barks root beer. That shit is good. A&W's food, however, is like, I find it to be very unremarkable. It's fine. It's fine for what it is. So I don't really actively seek it out, but I'll be okay if I have it. But I think food wise, I think I would put in C, but because I don't think their root beer, which is what they're known for, is particularly great, I'm gonna have to knock it down to a D tier. Also, my family went to Canada recently. We had a little trip to Canada, and they have so many fucking A&Ws everywhere. Like especially for a place called All American Food, I would have never expected so many A&Ws in Canada. Like it's everywhere. I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. But regardless, moving on to Arby's. Arby's, we have the meats. Arby's is interesting. So I've had Arby's quite a bit, and I agree with Morgan in the Jams and Tea video that Arby's is overhated. I think a lot of people think Arby's is disgusting, and they probably have some pretty shitty sandwiches. I don't think they specialize in roast beef sandwiches, which I don't think are particularly appetizing. I find like the meat is like lukewarm, and they have like nacho cheese sauce on it, which I think is weird for a sandwich. It's just kind of like goopy and not very appetizing. But the other shit that they have is good. Like they got good like shakes. They always have interesting flavors of shakes. The curly fries, they're crummy as fuck. They get everywhere, but I don't know. I like them. I think they're good. I've actually never had the mozzarella sticks there. Or maybe I have, but I don't remember if I have. I've just heard really good things about them. But I will say, on a similar wavelength, I guess, is their jalapeno poppers. That shit is fucking good. It is so good. And they have like this berry sauce that comes on the side. Ooh, it's like sweet, and you get that mixture. You get that jalapeno spice. You get the cheesiness and the crunchiness from the outside. Try the jalapeno poppers at Arby's. Trust me. And they always have like interesting like menu items, like interesting, like maybe a chicken or even like a fish sandwich or something. Like especially I think a lot of them have like King's Hawaiian buns, which how many other places have King's Hawaiian buns? But yeah, Arby's, yeah, I overall I don't really seek it out though. I don't think it's like particularly amazing. And again, I think like the roast beef sandwich, which they specialize in, is kind of gross. Just kind of a mushy texture and lukewarm. I don't know. Yeah. Not huge on Arby's, but I like it enough. I think I'd put it it's like a strong C, sometimes B. It just kind of depends on what you get. I also don't like that the Arby's sauce. I like the Arby's sauce itself, but the packets, I feel like the I wish it was just like in the square one, so you could dip it into like the fries or something, but instead it's more of like ketchup packets. So you have to like, and it's more runny. So if you like go home and put it on like a plate or something, it just like it just doesn't work like that. I gotta make sure I am recording, right? I might cut here. Okay. Yeah. Okay. We are recording. Just making sure. All right. So here's where we get into. I am not really familiar with a lot of these places, and I'm going to put a lot of these in the never had category. So Baja Fresh. I think I've heard of it. It's probably nowhere near me, so going there. Blimpie. I have had Blimpie before, like when I was a kid. I didn't know it was still a thing because this looks like a new logo. I remember their logo, their writing being like yellow and red or some shit. I don't remember it looking like this. So this must be new. I thought they completely went out of business because I think all of them closed near me. So I don't know. It's just like, from what I remember, it's just another sub place, but I don't remember enough well to put it in the list. So I'm just gonna put it there. Bojangles. Again, I've never had Bojangles. I think it's really a southern place, and there's not a lot of southern specific places in Nebraska because, well, it's not southern. It's right in the middle of the country. It's Midwest. Um, but the interesting the interesting thing about Nebraska is that we have a lot of fast food chains that are state specific. Um, and I was tempted to like throw them in here, but I legit just have no clue how to do that. Maybe I could make like a specifically Nebraska fast food tier list or something like that because we have quite a bit. You'd be surprised. We have like Runza. There's like 70 Runzas in Nebraska alone, and barely anywhere else. Um, we also have King Kong, which has massive burgers. We have fucking what else do we have? Pepper Jack's Grill. I like that place a lot. Broncos, the Bronco Burger. Ooh, so fucking good. Don and Millie's, one of the few fast food places that you can actually drink alcohol inside. They serve alcohol. They serve beer and margaritas inside. Can't get them through the drive-through for obvious reasons. But yeah, yeah, the point is that Nebraska actually, surprisingly, for such a small state, has a lot of state-specific fast food. So, which maybe explains or partially explains why we don't have so many of places in here like Bojangles. So I've never had Bojangles. And once again, Boston Market, never had it. Never had Boston Market. I've heard things about it, but everything that I've heard about it, I like still don't understand what it is. I don't know like what they specialize in. I think they just have like miscellaneous shit. I don't know. Um, okay. We got a big one right here. You ready? BK, Burger King, the king of fast food, the king right here. I mean, we're talking the the king of F tier. That's what we're talking. Fuck Burger King. F in the F tier stands for fuck. But you know what? I'm gonna change this. Fuck Burger King. That's the name of the F tier now. Whenever I think of shitty fast food, I think of Burger King is the first one that I think of. Their burgers are just they're dry, just like sheets of fucking dirt, with streaks on them to show that, oh, we grilled it. No, you didn't actually grill it, motherfucker. Their fries are lame. I feel like they don't really have much like crunch or that much flavor to them, and like you can like whenever you have Burger King fries, you can feel like the potato like almost like stuck in your throat. Maybe that's just me, but it has this weird after feeling, not necessarily an aftertaste, but like an after feeling to it. Some of the worst customer service of any place. And here's the thing, I sympathize fully with fast food workers. I think fast food workers in general get a really bad rap for rep. I don't know. Um, they get like a lot of shit thrown at them for no good reason. It's like not that easy of a job, you know. You gotta like, especially during like rush hours and shit. Like, it's a lot of fast work. It's a lot of repetitive, annoying work. Like, I'm surprised fast food workers are mentally or sane, or are they? You know, like I feel like it would just like drive me nuts. But whenever I talk shit on like customer service and or like just consistency, it's more of an indictment of like the corporation itself and the way it's being managed or something like that. It's like Burger King is like I don't know how much they're worth. They're probably a multi-billion-dollar company, I'm assuming. So just give me some fucking quality. Okay. I one time was served, I like waited 20 minutes in line, nobody else, no other cars in front of me, no one else was waiting, it was just me waiting in the drive-through for like 20 fucking minutes. That might be a little exaggerated, but still it was a long time for just me. I got my Whopper, no fucking patty, no patty on the burger. Would you ever eat a burger with no patty? I didn't eat that shit. I'm not eating a mayo fucking sandwich. That's the other thing. All their burgers have so much mayo. Why? Why do you need that much? I like mayo. I think it goes well on burgers, but like if it already has barbecue sauce and shit, or even like ketchup, you don't need to. It like becomes a weird, non sort of gross, drippy mixture. Like, oh man, fucking Burger King. And people are like, oh, but the chicken fries. So what? Those are like chicken fries are fucking chicken tenders for babies. Like they are not that good. Man, fuck Burger King. Burger King sucks so much ass. Okay. I need to continue. I spent a little too much time on that. But we got another big one here. Raising Cane's. I got it. This is probably my biggest disagreement with the Jams and Tea tier list, because Raising Cane's is easily one of my favorite fast food places. Um, Now I'll acknowledge it has some flaws. Okay, the whole ice thing, like the small ice. My mom actually loves that ice because she thinks it's the perfect chewing ice. She loves chewing ice. That's kind of a, some people like that, and I kind of like it for that as well. But um, I don't really care about the ice personally. I'm more concerned with the food. And man, those chicken strips, man, so juicy, such a nice crunch on the outside, so fresh tasting. Like, oh man, the toast too is awesome. And then the sauce, the Cane's sauce. Oh, that was terrible. But the cane sauce is like peppery and just, it is so good, man. I could just I could swim in cane sauce, like just cover my whole body in cane sauce and lick. No, that was weird. No, I'm not good. Anyway, I love Cane's. Okay. Also, if you've never dipped the toast in the sauce, you're not doing it right. You have to dip the toast in the sauce. You have to dip everything in the sauce. Get This is what I always get. I get the box combo, and a lot of people replace the coleslaw. I actually keep the coleslaw just so that there's something that's, green, even though it's not like gray coleslaw or anything. I don't mind it. I think it's fine. It's whatever. I'll eat it. But I always get an extra toast and an extra sauce. And it's not like a whole lot of extra money or anything. They're pretty cheap, but like, oh, also Cane's, they get their food so fucking fast to you. Like, if you go inside to a Cane's, they have your food ready like before you're even finishing getting your drink. Like, it is so fast. And that's probably due to their really limited menu. It's one of those things where they don't really they don't have much, but they are just they just excel at it, and they're so fast with it. I've seen people like at 11 p.m. in the long line for Cane's, and they just go by so fast because efficiency, man. Cane's absolutely rules. Fuck you. All right, next, Carl's Jr. So Carl's Jr. in the Midwest is actually known as Hardee's. It's weird because I remember when I visited California seeing Carl's Jr. and I was like, why does it have the Hardee's logo? and I've learned that they're just the same thing, just in different names. Yeah, I don't care for Carl's Jr. The burgers are whatever. I don't. I honestly like. I've been to Hardee's slash Carl's Jr. multiple times. When I've had the burger, I've had burgers probably every time, and I just don't remember them. I don't. I don't remember the quality of the food at all. I just remember that it had like a pretty nice like sheet of like iceberg lettuce that was actually pretty crunchy or whatever. If you're gonna have lettuce on your burger, it's gotta have a nice crunch to it. So I can give them that. But other than that, I just find them very unremarkable. I don't like ever seek it out. It's only like in cases where like the Hardys, again, Carl's Jr. near me, they're like kind of isolated. So um it's kind of more of a desperate like, oh, I need to eat something. It's right there. I guess I'll go there. Whatever. Yeah, no amount of sexy commercials can save Carl's Jr. It's just I don't think it's particularly good. Checkers. So Checkers is another place where it has a different name in some regions. Checkers is also known as Rallies in some. I don't know what the regional difference is, and frankly, I, I've never been to Checkers or Rallies. One thing I found interesting though in the Jams and Tea video is Morgan talked about how horrible their fries are, and what's interesting is I have like the only thing I know about Rallies Checkers is I've heard the opposite. Like I've heard a lot of people say that the um the fries are really good there. Now, I'll take Morgan's word for it. They're probably not good. I mean, I don't know what the deal is with them. Um but they're certainly unique, I guess. But again, I've never had it, so whatever. Okay. The homophobes' favorite fast food chain, Chick Fil A. Okay, here's the thing. The whole like homophobe controversy, I get it. You know, fuck Chick Fil A for that. Chick Fil A is top notch. Chick Fil A is pretty fucking amazing. I can't lie. Like, I mean, I get like the whole like controversy and like you shouldn't go to Chick Fil A. I do, sorry, uh, but it's like I mean, it's not like other fast food corporations haven't done like kind of shitty things to like I don't know their workers or something. You know, like I'm not here to really play a game of morality. Um, I just don't. I don't know. Whatever. It's whatever. um, so I'm tempted to kind of put Chick Fil A in A category for that, but if I'm being completely honest, Chick Fil A excels in all pretty much to me. I think they excel in every single category that a fast food place can excel. Um, the customer service is fucking fantastic. It's almost creepy how nice they are to you. Like, yeah, you know, you've heard my pleasure every time you go there, and they're efficient, they're fast. Um, the sandwiches are excellent, although I do think that Popeyes has a better chicken sandwich, and we'll get there. Um, and I mean, I love the waffle fries. The Chick Fil A sauce, though, oh yes, I still love the cane sauce more than the Chick Fil A sauce, but man, that Chick Fil A sauce is just iconic. It's just so good, and I also get the mac and cheese a lot because it's fucking nice. It's always got like a layer of cheese right over it. Man, yeah, Raising Cane's, or sorry, Chick Fil A. I do think is a little overrated. For now, you know what? For now, I'm just going to say that Chick Fil A is like A tier, but it's the highest A tier right here. Um, Also, it kind of evens this out a little bit. So next up, Chipotle. My cousin is the biggest Chipotle fan. He he goes there like any chance he can possibly get. Um, and I get it. You know, I like Chick Fil A, or I like Chipotle. Chick Fil A Chipotle. That almost sounds kind of similar. Um, I do like Chipotle quite a bit. I like the customization. I get the burrito every time, and I like the burrito, and it's a good solid burrito. It's probably the one fast food place where I don't need a side in order to be satisfied, because I'm kind of a big guy. Like I'm like 240 pounds. Um, so like I like, you know, I like to be satisfied with the amount of food that places give me, I guess. Um, excuse me. Yeah, but Chick Fil A, like, it's the one place where I don't need any sort of side or anything like that. Just the burrito is fine because it's a pretty thick boy. Um, that being said, though, Chick Fil A, like for the amount of customization you get, and for all the things that you can put in your burrito, whether it's whatever kind of meat you want, the rice, the beans, all the, you know, vegetables, the salsas, cheese, for all of that, even combined, I feel like it's not that flavorful. Like I feel like they could do a little bit more for the flavor profile of their ingredients. I like to get the steak burrito a lot, but like sometimes you'll get like, and it happens like with at least maybe like one bite per burrito where you just get like a bad piece and it's just like, oh, I can't chew that. Um, it's like it's been sitting there, I feel like, for quite a bit, and it's not, yeah, even though they're like cooking it and you can see it, I don't think it's that fresh. So I don't know. Chick Fil A, I think I like it quite a bit. I'll definitely go there, and I enjoy going there. So I'm gonna put it in B. I just think it could be a little better. Church's Chicken, never been. Cookout, up until the Jams and Tea video, I've never even heard of Cookout. I have zero clue what it is. Oh, okay. We got a big boy here. We got a big boy. Culver's. This is the best one so far. Culver's never fucking fails. Culver's is so good. I fucking love Culver's, man. It is um it is just like, I actually just had it for dinner tonight while I was on the way. I was driving and I was like, I'm hungry. I got some fucking Culver's, man. Culver's. So if you've never been to Culver's, they have uh these style of burgers. They're called butter burgers, but the style that they make them in a lot of places are like this. They're called smash burgers, where they basically have a really hot griddle and they put the burger patty, like they shape it into a ball, they throw it on the really hot griddle, and then they press it down hard. And what happens is that when you do that, you get this really nice, beautiful crust on the outside of the burger. And it's great because not only does it have a really nice, like, kind of crunch, kind of singe to it, it 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 like conceals a lot of the flavor. It just kind of captures it. And Culver's burgers, like even though sometimes I think they could use maybe a little bit more seasoning, they are just so good. The cheese is always melty. The lettuce always tastes fresh to me. Like I can actually taste the lettuce, which is rare for a fast food place. Um, the fries, oh my god, the fries are just crinkle cut, kind of like Cane's. And I forgot to mention about Cane's. Cane's crinkle cuts are not particularly good. A lot of people complain about their fries. They're just like meh, they're very whatever fries. Culver's crinkle cut are amazing. They're always hot, always crunchy, always crunchy. They just have a nice crunch on the outside. They always like they have the grease, but not too greasy. Like you can see that shine. Man, those fries are just fucking amazing. The best crinkle cut fries in the fucking game. And they have a whole the desserts are a whole nother level. I mean, come on. You know, you have concrete shakes and shit, like customizable desserts. They specialize in desserts. They make amazing burgers. Morgan said it best. There is not a single miss on that menu. So, oh man, I mean the fucking cheese curds as well. The pretzel bites. I love the pretzel bites, man. I never get pretzel bites from anywhere else, but man, Culver's, they're so fucking good. Yeah, enough about Culver's. Del Taco, once again, never been. I think it's a very much a West Coast place. Denny's. Okay. So Denny's is absolutely everywhere I go. I see Denny's. I've seen Denny's like multiple times in like every single American city that I've ever been to. However, I can't recall ever going to Denny's even once. One of the reasons for that, I think, is because my dad in particular hates Denny's. Like he's only had bad experiences there. I think he's like straight up just hasn't. Well, one time he was like, or maybe a few times, he was just never served his food. Like he never got his food, which is just kind of hilarious. I'll take the jams and tea word for it and say that Denny's is probably garbage. But if I'm being fair, I legit don't think I've ever eaten there. I mean, again, it is so a lot of these places are just not where I live. Denny's is for sure, but I've just never thought, hey, I should go to Denny's. Just yeah. I'm not a huge like breakfast place person anyway, but like Denny's is like known as like, at least I've been told it's the worst one, so I've just never had the urge. Okay. Domino's Pizza. Domino's Pizza. Um, I haven't had Domino's in years. So the thing about Domino's is that as a kid, I remember them being widely considered the worst pizza place. They had like a cardboard crust, like just bad sauce, like. But then I remember their ad campaign where they I've never seen this before. They had an ad campaign a while back where they were like, they literally said, okay, everyone thinks we're shit, so we changed everything. They like overhauled their entire recipe. They improved like everything about them. I've heard they got good deals, and I have had their pizza since then, and it was pretty good. Um, so I've had it enough to where I think I can put it in the list. I just don't really particularly remember. I think they have cornmeal on their crust, which is actually really nice. I really like that addition. So just for that, I'm willing to put Domino's in the B tier. Um, almost C tier though, because again, I just don't really remember it very well. But that's not really fair. So I'll just settle for B. Dairy Queen, DQ. I agree with Jams and T. The food is garbage. The food at Dairy Queen sucks. Um, the fries are, I agree that the fries are probably some of the worst in the fast food game. But who the fuck goes to Dairy Queen for the food? We all know what Dairy Queen is really for. It's the desserts. I mean, it's in the name, Dairy Queen. And oftentimes they also have an orange Julius attached to the Dairy Queen. And I like me some orange Julius. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like a fruity, almost like a shake, but more of a dessert. So I think it has like ice cream in it too. It's good shit. I like me an orange Julius. So Dairy Queen, if we're going based off food, they are like F tier. But again, I don't go to them for the food. I go to them for the desserts. And also there's one that's like near my house that I've been to a lot, and it's basically like a hangout spot for a lot of people over there. So I'm pretty nostalgic for it. I'm gonna put it in the B tier. El Pollo Loco, never been there. Is that the place on Breaking Bad? Some like no. um, that was a joke. Anyway, Firehouse Subs. Firehouse Subs, I think, is one of the better sub places that I've had. Um, I think they're a bit more fresh. Um, but again, I'm not a huge like sub. I love sub sandwiches, but I don't get it a lot. I don't really seek out sub places all that often. But from what I remember, Firehouse is definitely one of the better ones. It never like stood out to me as like this is phenomenal shit. But Firehouse Subs, I'm gonna put it at a comfortable B. And if we're going like maybe like the closest one is the strongest one, then in that case I'm gonna put Firehouse probably up here, something like that. Um, or maybe like a I don't know, whatever. Fuck it. Who cares? Five Guys. Five Guys. So if we're going based on food alone, Five Guys is the best tier. I mean, their burgers are fantastic, made to order, fresh as hell. The cheese again, always melty. You can customize it any way you want. The fries I think are amazing, and they always like even if you get small order fries, they still throw in a shit ton of fries into the bag itself. So even if you get small, medium, or large fries, it doesn't matter. You're getting a shit ton of fries. And they have free peanuts, which I'm a huge fan of. So food wise, Five Guys is an easy S tier. However, like Morgan said, it is so fucking expensive. Holy shit. Last time I ate there, I think I had a cheeseburger, a drink, and small fries. And it was like 15 or 16 bucks. Is this fast food? Does this count, or is this like a gourmet place? Because that's ridiculous for a fast food to charge that much. I don't care how good it is. That's insane. So I have to knock it down to A tier because they are just ridiculously expensive. I have to like write a check for Five Guys every time I go there. It's ridiculous. But again, man, their food is so good. I love the fries. I love the burgers. I love the free peanuts. Man, it's good shit still. Okay, man. Um, we got a lot. We got a lot left, but a lot of these I haven't been to, so I can just skip them. IHOP. I don't care about IHOP personally. I mean, yeah, they're known for pancakes, but I don't really go to places for pancakes ever. Um, I just don't really seek it out. Again, I do enjoy a good pancake, trust me, but I'm not going to a restaurant specifically for pancakes. I don't know. It's just always something that, like, I don't know, my mom or even my sister will make at home, and I'm just satisfied enough with that. Um, so it's not particularly bad or anything, but I'm gonna put IHOP in D tier because I don't care, man. I don't really care. And their other food is nothing very good. I mean, even Village Inn, I think, has like better quality food. But also, wait, does IHOP even count as fast food? I thought it was like a dine in. Like, is it not like kind of like a Applebee's deal where you actually dine in? I thought it was a dine. Whatever. I don't care. Okay. No, whatever. I don't care. It's in D. Fuck you. In-N-Out Burger. Gotta say, In-N-Out Burger, pretty damn fucking good. They have really good burgers. Every time and again, In-N-Out Burger is definitely not in Nebraska, but I've been to California, and every time I've had In-N-Out, and they got such good burgers. I'm a big fan. Everyone thinks In-N-Out is overrated. In-N-Out is like the Beatles of fast food because a lot of people have praised In-N-Out, and then so many people as a retort say, "Oh, they're overrated. They're completely overrated." To the point where I feel like I hear more people complain about them being overrated than I hear people actually saying that they're the best. Um, and I will concede the fact that their fries are pretty limp, pretty lacking. Animal style fries are cool though. If you get animal style, then yeah. But yeah, In-N-Out Burger just has fantastic burgers, so I got to put it in A tier. Um, and it's not nearly as expensive as Five Guys. Okay, Jack in the Box. So I've had Jack in the Box once. Surprisingly, this is not in Omaha. I feel like it would be because I see Jack in the Box literally everywhere. There's one in Kansas City. The one I went to was actually Nashville, of all places. Um, and it was okay. It was not particularly great. It was very unremarkable. And I'm pretty sure, if I remember right, Jack in the Box has like 800,000 menu items, and they don't really like specialize in anything. They're not really known for their burgers. They're not really known for their chicken. I don't think. I don't know. I don't know anything. I don't know much about Jack in the Box. What I do remember is that they weren't that great, and I'm just gonna put them in D tier. Whatever. Okay, Jersey Mike's, another sub place. Every time I've had Jersey Mike's, I've been like, this is a perfectly adequate sandwich. I don't know. Maybe I haven't had it enough. Again, I don't really seek out a lot of sub places just because I think a lot of them are just kind of meh. Um, but Jersey Mike's, I mean, they're pretty solid. I would probably put them. I was going to put them in the C tier with Arby's, but I think I would put them. I'll give them the benefit of a doubt. I think they probably got some good shit there that I haven't tried, so I'll put them. I'll put them down. I'll put them there. Speaking of sub sandwiches, we got Jimmy John's. Jimmy John's is interesting. I used to not like Jimmy John's, but I've had it more and more recently, and I've enjoyed it more. I think it's a pretty satisfying sandwich. I always like their bread. Um, and I like their selection of I like it specifically like kind of the Italian type sandwiches. One thing I don't like though is that they have like 8-inch sandwiches, and they also have like fucking like 14 or like 16-inch sandwiches, which are I got one of those. I think it's called like a gargantuan or whatever. I got one of those, and I felt like absolute shit afterwards because it was so much sandwich. Like, again, I'm a big eater. I'm a big eater. I'm a big boy. I'm a thick ass boy, but that was just ridiculous. So, also I feel like a lot of their sandwiches are just they're like kind of wet. I mean, they're just like dripping a lot with like some sort of, I don't know, mayo, like liquid mayo or something. I don't know. That's just been my experience. But overall, I do like Jimmy John's. Little hack that you may know. If you ask, I don't know if they still do this, but whenever my family went to Jimmy John's, we would ask for day old bread, and they for free would give you the bread that was made like the day before, just like a giant loaf of bread, which was awesome because then you could just make your own sandwiches at home, and it was the free fucking bread. I mean, who doesn't like free bread, you know? So Jimmy John's, I don't think they're particularly good enough to be in the A tier, but they're definitely good enough to be in the um, higher B tier for me. I don't know what the fuck Jolly Bee is. Weird ass mascot there. So skip. KFC. KFC, man. I haven't had KFC in a long time. I think the last time I had KFC, I was trying out like when that trend when everyone had their own chicken sandwiches. I tried it and I thought it was pretty meh. Or I mean, it was pretty good because it was large piece of chicken on a chicken sandwich. But like when everyone was competing after Popeyes released their big chicken sandwich, it was just like a lesser version of the Popeyes chicken sandwich. And what's funny is the nearest KFC to me is right across the street from a Popeyes. So it renders KFC completely obsolete for me. Um, yeah, KFC is just for a place that specializes in fried chicken. They are the weakest fried chicken. Like I haven't even been to Bojangles or El Pollo Loco or Church's. I'm assuming that those are better fried chicken places than fucking KFC. Like, I mean, again, it's just I don't remember what even their like regular um what their regular fried chicken even tastes like, but I don't care, man. Like just the simple fact that they specialize in something and they're not good at it, like their main thing. I mean, I have to put them in the F tier. Um, I'm actually gonna go like this so that it goes. You kind of read it like Culver's is the best, and then at the very bottom is Burger King. I'd rather go to KFC than Burger King, but it's pretty shit. Little Caesars pizza. Um, so I don't care about Little Caesars particularly, but Morgan's rant, or not rant, but like explanation of why Little Caesars is one of the best. Um, kind of turned my head around. I was like, okay, you make a definitely a fair point. They just have pretty fucking amazing deals, even if the pizza is like one of the lower qualities um, in regards to fast food pizza. So, but I can respect that. Um, Yeah, I'll put it in B tier. I haven't had it in a while. I haven't had fast food pizza in a while anyway. But yeah, it's a good deal, and I can't fucking deny that. Okay, now we got Long John Silver's. I would like to speak to Mr. Silver's because fuck Long John Silver's. This is the only one I'm willing to bet, even the places I've never been. This is the only one in this whole list that I refuse to eat. If someone was like, "Let's go to Long John Silver's," I will take a hard stance and be like, "No." Even Burger King, like Burger King, if someone was like, "I want to go to Burger King," I'd be like, I mean, there's a Chick Fil A over there. There's a Chipotle. We could have something better than fucking Burger King. But I won't put my foot down. I'll just be like, whatever. Long John Silver's, I'm putting my foot down. I'm not eating Long John Silver's ever again in my life. Every I mean, I liked it as a kid. I remember, but like every time as an adult that I've and it's only been a few times that I've went to Long John Silver's, I have had the worst shits of my fucking life. It was so bad that I felt like I was giving myself food poisoning every time I was eating there. I don't even think the food is like particularly that bad. It just feels disgusting to eat. It is so greasy. It is, and I can't stress this enough, fast food seafood. Let me say it again. Fast food seafood. Just in principle, that is horrible. Fast seafood should not be fast food, with maybe a few little exceptions. But man, Long John Silver's can suck my fucking dick because they they make me sick, literally sick every time I've even attempted to eat it. Yeah, fuck that place, man. McDonald's. Okay. Big boy right here. McDonald's, the biggest boy. So I have mixed feelings about McDonald's overall. Um a couple things. For one, the good things. Fries, they're iconic. You can't go wrong with McDonald's fries. Now sometimes they are warmer than others or other times. I don't know. Like they're not the most consistent in terms of the temperature, but whatever, if it's a little stale, you can throw it in the air fryer or something, whatever. Still, those fries are iconic and they are great. The nuggets, chicken nuggets, are iconic and great. They have a nice crunch on them. Um, the quarter pounder burger is fantastic. I mean, in terms of like super common fast food places, like McDonald's has one of the most distinctive tastes of any fast food places, which you can't really say the same about a place like, I don't know, like Carl's Jr. or Jack in the Box, because to me those places, like, I don't know, they just like taste like whatever, they just meh. McDonald's has a distinct taste with a lot of their items. um oh, and I rarely get fast food breakfast, but the bacon, egg, and cheese McGriddle with the hash brown, my God, it is so good. The fact that it's like a pancake bun with little spots of syrup inside gives you that sweetness, and the egg, the cheese, and the bacon gives you that crunch. Man, just an amazing. I that's probably my favorite thing at McDonald's, and the hash browns are so good. So there's a lot to love at McDonald's. However, , McDonald's has a lot of downsides. For one, Um, I feel like there's been the gentrification of McDonald's in recent years. Also, the automation of McDonald's. The last time I went to McDonald's, which was a few weeks ago, they had a robot take my order. I was like, what the fuck? I was actually kind of alarmed. I didn't know that they were doing that in the drive-through. It was like, what do you want? What do you want? It's like, hold on, I'm thinking. I couldn't tell it that because it's a fucking robot. But like, I swear to God, if artificial intelligence and robots are taking over the world, it's starting at McDonald's because I swear to God, they're trying to like automate everything there. Also, as a kid, McDonald's, by the way, if I was a kid right now, if I was like 7, McDonald's would be strong S tier because it was my favorite place. I just loved everything. I loved going inside of McDonald's, playing with like the toys that you'd get in the Happy Meal. Um, like all of the fun decorations and stuff, the play place, which in retrospect was not a good not a good idea, pretty disgusting. Um, but like they used to have like touchscreen games inside. They even had like a Nintendo, like I think it was a 64, like Mario Kart like gaming station at some locations. It was fun. Like it was such a fun place for kids. It was almost like a tiny like diet arcade. But they don't have that anymore. It just looks like a fucking Starbucks inside now. It looks so boring and lame. So, yeah, and I also don't think that a lot of their items are that particularly great. I got flamed up in the Jams and Tea group chat that I'm in by the members for dissing the Big Mac. Here's the thing, the Big Mac is iconic, but maybe it's just where I am. Maybe it's just the ones I've been to. But in concept, the Big Mac is a good sandwich, but it is very poor in execution. The patties are like this, they're like this thin, which would be fine if they were like smash patties, but they're not. They're like stale. They're never like hot. I've never had a hot, fresh Big Mac patty. It's just like bottom of the barrel meat. It tastes like fucking dirt with pepper and salt. Um and like everything else about it, like the shredded lettuce is almost always stale. The dried onions are like just a tiny bit of flavor. They don't really add that much. The pickles that they use are again just like kind of mushy and bland and gross. The cheese is cheese, but it like because of how lukewarm the patties are and how tiny they are, they don't melt. The cheese doesn't melt at all, so you're just left with like this cold burger that is like 90% bun and has two of the smallest, most lame patties that you've ever seen in your life. I'm sorry, you can't defend that fucking patty. It's horrible. The quarter pounder patty though, no, that shit rules. That shit is greasy. I don't care if it's unhealthy. I love that grease. I need my burgers with juice, man. I need that juiciness. Okay, I've talked way too long about McDonald's, but it is like the biggest one. So, with all that said, I'm just gonna put it in the C tier because Arby's is kind of lonely there. But again, I have mixed feelings about it. Some good shit, some bad shit, whatever. Moe's. I've been to Moe's as a kid. They used to have one around here, but I don't think they do anymore. It's been like 15 years since I've had Moe's, so I don't even remember what it tastes like. Noodles and Company. Noodles and Company, you know what? I'm going to put this in A tier actually. Noodles and Company is pretty damn good. If you don't know what Noodles and Company is, I think it's owned by the same people as Chipotle, and it because I always see them paired together. It kind of looks similar. It's not exactly the same layout. It's basically a place where you can get any type of noodles that you want, hence the name. They have like spaghetti, they have like Alfredo, so they have like all that shit, but then they also have like chow mein and pad thai, and it's not necessarily authentic, but or the highest quality uh spaghetti or anything like that. But this is fast food. We're just here to have a quick tasty bite. It doesn't matter. So, oh, they also have a tomato bisque, which is like a little tomato soup, and it's delicious. I always get that. Um, and yeah, they just have a lot of variety from what I remember. I haven't been there that many times because it's a little bit out of my way, but the times I have been there, I've been pretty satisfied. It's a nice place. Um, yeah, it's Panda Express. Panda Express is up next. For a long time, we actually didn't have Panda Express in Nebraska, but now they're just everywhere. um, so here's the thing about Panda Express. I'm kind of mixed on Panda Express because on one hand, I respect it for being like one of the few, probably the only popular drive-through fast food Chinese. Um, there are other places, but they're a little bit more local around here. But Panda Express, I respect it for committing to the Chinese food, even though the food's not like even like authentically Chinese at all. But what they mean by it's Americanized Chinese food. Um, so I respect it for that, and the orange chicken is good. Um, the Beijing beef is really good. I like that. I also like the cream cheese rangoons that they have. That's good shit. But it's another place where I always feel like shit after eating it. It doesn't necessarily make me shit, but I don't feel particularly great after eating it, even though I wanted to eat it. Also, they have the worst lo mein. That lo mein is garbage. I don't know how anyone could defend that lo mein right there. It tastes like they thawed out frozen noodles like that day. It is just the most pathetic lo mein that you could possibly make. Like I've had microwave noodles that are of higher quality than that shit. So yeah. Panda Express is I think I'm gonna put in C as well. It's okay. It's okay. I'll have it. It's fine. It's whatever. Panera Bread. Uh Man, this is taking a while. Panera Bread is a place, a place that my sister likes, or I think she still does. I don't know. She used to talk about it all the time. And I think it's fine. Um I think it's pretty overpriced for the amount of food that you get. And I don't think it's almost like a gourmet fast food place, but I don't think it's that particularly great. Like you can get better stuff at like Noodles and Company, I think, for a similar price from what I remember. Um so yeah, I mean, I don't have strong feelings about Panera Bread. I mean, I'll go there, but I never really seek it out. So I'm gonna put it also at the C tier. Papa John's. I don't remember the last time I had Papa John's, but yeah, from what I remember, it's a not a particularly good pizza. Um, it's like very dry from what I remember. Like the crust is like very dry, like no good moisture in there. But they do have like garlic sauce, which is pretty nice. But yeah, in terms of fast food, Pizza places, it's kind of low. It's pretty low on there. PDQ. So I think PDQ, along with Church's Chicken, is one of those chicken places that's like attached to gas stations a lot. I think I've had it before, but again, I don't remember. Penn Station. So Morgan said that this was amazing, and it's amazing sub sandwich shit. Yeah, I'll take your word for it. I've literally never heard of it until today. So unfortunately, I've never had it, but I'll take your word for it. Any chance that I get, if I see a Penn Station, I'm checking it out because it looks fucking promising. Pizza Hut. Okay, Pizza Hut. So I have a little bit of a soft spot for Pizza Hut just due to nostalgia. And also the fact that Pizza Hut is the closest fast food place to where I am currently, is literally like on the street right over there. It's also a wing street location, which means they serve chicken wings. And I appreciate it for that. However, there's another place that opened up in the same area, which is a sports bar and grill called The Good Life, which is also Nebraska's logo. And those wings over there are so fucking good that they rendered Pizza Hut's wings completely useless. I like it's just not the same anymore. And Pizza Hut's pizza, like I've had it more than any other fast food pizza place, just again out of convenience, because it's literally right there. You don't have to have a delivery fee or anything. I can just go right there, come back within like 10 minutes, tops. And but I will say that Pizza Hut is not particularly good quality wise. And again, it's another one of those places where I just feel like shit after eating it. Like I kind of feel sick, um, especially if you eat a lot of it. The sauce is not particularly good. The crust is not particularly good. You have to get one of their weird, like crazy, like I don't know, cheese crusts or something. Whatever, man. I mean, I'm not a huge like fast food pizza place anyway. I prefer to go to like a more local place. I know that sounds kind of hipstery of me, but it is what it is. And Pizza Hut is not particularly great, so it goes into the D. Man, this is a mouthful. Really quick drink of water. Again, I don't think I'm going to edit this, so it's going to be a bit long. I apologize for anyone if anyone is watching. Um, but I'm excited because I get to talk about Popeyes. Popeyes, man. Popeyes. I can't believe no one Jams and Tea has had Popeyes. Are you kidding me? Popeyes is so fucking good. It is so good. It is infinitely better than KFC, which is not hard to be better than KFC, but holy shit. The chicken is great. The breading on the chicken, there's so much nice crunchy ass breading. The fries, oh my god, Cajun fries, they're like so peppery too. Like there's plenty of pepper, you can really taste it. There's so much crunch to them. Oh man, those fries are amazing. The biscuits, come on, man. The biscuits, the fucking like they don't have that many dessert items, but like when they do, those are fucking nice too. Like I don't remember specific ones, but still, man. Also, when you talk about fast food, you got to talk about the chicken sandwich as just a concept, as a general thing. And to me, Popeyes wins the chicken sandwich contest out of all of these. It beats Chick Fil A. It just I don't even know if it's necessarily a juicier chicken, but it is so nice and crunchy, so much flavor. The sauce that they use, and they actually put the sauce on there instead of having to do it yourself. Again, looking at you, Chick Fil A. The pickles are, they use the best pickles. They use those ones that are not like a full, like thin, like green. They're like green and floppy. No, they use those firm ones that are actually like dill pickle chips that are actually crunchy, and they add so much to the sandwich. Oh my god. And you can get like a spicy chicken sandwich too. Like, god damn, dude. Okay, Chick-fil or excuse me, Popeyes is easily an S tier for me. Easily S tier. I'm gonna rearrange some of these. Come on. Here we go. Okay, so next is Portillo's. So Portillo's is a Chicago staple. People in my cousin, again, the same one that loves Chipotle, raves about Portillo's. Um, it is like people from Chicago will tell you that Portillo's is S tier, and I have had it a couple times when I've been to uh, Chicago, and it was very good. But then again, I don't really remember very well. Um, but so I'm not really comfortable putting in A tier because I haven't had it enough. Um, so just for that, I think I'm just gonna throw it in the never had because again, it's been so long since I've been to Chicago, and I don't. Is it outside of Chicago? It probably is. I just think of it as a Chicago place. Um, Next is Potbelly. Potbelly is a sub sandwich place, and um, yeah, to kind of keep in the theme with sub places being the B tier, I'm gonna throw it in the B tier. I remember liking it. Actually, I remember liking it a decent amount. I might put it above Jimmy John's. Um, but I don't remember a whole lot. I think they closed the one close to me, unfortunately. But I remember really liking their bread. Had more like fresher ingredients. Yeah, it's just a good place. Okay, Qdoba. Qdoba, if you don't know what Qdoba is, it's basically Chipotle. It's like the same. Um, and I think they don't charge extra for guac, which is good. Chipotle does that. Um, which kind of annoys me because sometimes I want guac on my burrito, but yeah, from what I remember, it's basically the same deal. Um, so I'm just gonna put it pretty much. I'm gonna put it right next to Chipotle. I'll put Chipotle above it because I've had Chipotle a lot more, so I know it better. But yeah, it's kind of the same deal. It's pretty good. Quiznos. Goddamn Quiznos. I forgot about Quiznos. I haven't. This is a place I remember like not liking that much, but I yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's any. I actually thought legit. I thought Quiznos like Blimpie was out of business. Is it? Is there any Quiznos now? Like how many? Is it popular still? I don't know. I don't remember it being good. Um, but again, like I mean, I was a kid. I didn't really care, and it's been like so long. So I'm just gonna throw it in there because I don't know. Roy Rogers, whatever that is. Sabaro. I've had Sabaro before in like a um airport. I've had Sabaro in an airport and I think it was fine, but again, been way too long. Schlotzsky's. Schlotzsky's. It sounds like the name of a penis. um, is that the deli place? Kind of a deli. It says bakery cafe, but I think Schlotzsky's Deli, is that what's called here? I don't know. Regardless, I don't think I've had it. Shake Shack. Now we're talking. Shake Shack is amazing. There's not one here, but there's one in Kansas City. I've been there 3 times, and every time it's been like the best fast food burger that I've had. Again, smash style patties, well seasoned, concealing that flavor, fresh ingredients, good signature sauce. I think the fries were just like pretty regular, normal, crinkle cut. I don't think I remember anything particularly great about them. But that burger is just it was legit maybe the best fast food burger that I've ever had. It was just the perfect smash patty, and goddamn. So it's going in S. But I almost want to put in the A because it's not here. Whoa. It's not here in Omaha. Come on. What are you guys doing? Sheets. What the fuck is Sheets? Skyline? Is that what it says? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Let me, while I'm here, let me just get some of these out of the way. So no clue what that is. Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. Don't know what Wawa is. Don't know what this is. Don't know what this is. Okay. Now we've condensed it. This video is probably really fucking long. Apologies again. Sonic. I don't care about their food at all. But who does? Everyone goes to Sonic. Sonic is like Dairy Queen. Who cares about the food? It's all about the dessert. I almost forgot what it was. It's all about the dessert items. I recently had a churro shake. They had a churro shake there, and it was really rich, really strong, but it was very good. So Sonic, I'm gonna say it's just kind of the same deal with Dairy Queen. Oh, and one time when I was a kid and I got food at Sonic, I got a kid's like chicken tender meal. Emphasis on tender with no plural because I got exactly one chicken tender. It's like, I know I'm a kid, but like at least give me 2, maybe 3, whatever. Fuck it. Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake is yet another place that is not here, not in Omaha. It should be, because every time I've been to it, it's been fantastic. Really good burgers. I think they do the smash patty thing as well. I don't even know if I've ever had a shake there, actually. I don't remember what the fries are like, but I remember being really impressed with the burger and being impressed with the price. Although I've heard that they're not quite as good anymore. I will say I haven't had it necessarily enough to know. And I know I haven't had Shake Shack that much, but I've had Shake Shack like recently more. And I haven't been to Steak and Shake in a long time. So I'm going to put it in a comfortable A. Probably above. I'm going to put it above Chick Fil A. Why not? Kind of verging on S. Again, from what I remember. Okay, Subway. This is a big one. Subway. So here's the thing about Subway. Subway is interesting. Subway, I've probably had Subway more. No, I've definitely had Subway more than any other sub place, just because of how insanely common it is. And I agree with August in the video that the ice cream there is pretty fucking sick. Get some. you might not think of going to Subway for dessert, but that Goodrich ice cream, I used to get that all the time as a kid, and I absolutely loved it. Um, that being said, Subway is pretty ass. Along with Burger King, some of the worst customer service in the game. One time I went there and it was open, every lights were on, even someone was eating there. Nobody, no worker was there. I was like, what the fuck? I think I could hear them in the background, like in the back, but I was not like concerned. I didn't want to say like, hey, help me out over here. I literally just walked out after like 5 minutes. I just stood there and I was like, fuck this. I'm going somewhere else. And people always say, like, how can you hate Subway, motherfucker? You literally make the sandwich. No, I don't. There are people, there are different workers who have like made it way differently. Like they'll put like 5 pieces of lettuce, and then some people will like drench it in lettuce. And it's like, okay, cool, I guess. Not necessarily the best, not necessarily the freshest ingredients or anything. Um, oh, at one time I think there were fucking rats scurrying around. I didn't see them, but one of my friends was like, I saw a rat. There was a rat on the counter. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And it's uh, oh, I make the sandwich, or motherfucker, you literally make the sandwich. Well, there are fucking rats in your kitchen, so fuck you. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Subway, I've had it. I like getting my signature sub there. Um, my signature customization, I guess. But again, you could just make that at home. So I'm gonna put it in D tier because I don't necessarily hate it. Um, yeah, I'll put it at the bottom of the D tier. Um, again, I'm kind of going like a right to left. Like right is lower, left is higher. Like if we were to rank all of these on a number scale. But yeah, Subway is just not particularly good at all. Taco Bell. Here's the thing about Taco Bell. Taco Bell, quality wise, probably I would, if we were just going based on quality, Taco Bell would probably be a D, because I mean there's some items that are certainly better than others. I think the chalupa or whatever, I think some of the fancier ones, some of the more cooked ones, ones that don't have just raw shredded cheese all over like their tacos. Those are certainly better. Um, but here's the thing: Taco Bell comes in clutch probably more than any other fast food place. It is cheap. It is open longer. There's always one nearby. It is the ultimate munchie place. It is the ultimate stoner place. If you're drunk, if you're smoking some weed, Taco Bell is always a safe choice for that. I do have a little bit of personal beef with them because, no pun intended, they had an item, the caramel apple empanada, which was like my favorite dessert item of like near of any place. It was like always warm, like really nice warm inside. It felt like I was just eating like a warm apple pie or something. They discontinued it. They seem to discontinue a lot of their best items, which pisses me off, but whatever. I mean, at least they always have new stuff. And again, I'm a big fan of Baja Blast. So Taco Bell, for the fact that they just come in clutch a lot, I'm going to throw them an A. Again, not necessarily the best quality, um, like of ingredients and freshness and shit, but they just have so many items that you can get. It's cheap. it'll fill you right up. And if you need to get like a bunch of tacos for your family or something like that, or for your friends, you can get like a pack of them for I don't even know how much, not much at all, and they'll all be satisfied. So yeah, Waffle House. So Jams and Tea are apparently big fans of Waffle House. Unfortunately, I have to admit the fact that I have never been to Waffle House. There's not one in Nebraska. The closest one is Kansas City, I believe, once again. But I've seen them everywhere, like on road trips, going to other cities in the country. They're very common, but I've just never had the pleasure of partaking in a Waffle House. I would like to try it though. So, right there. Wendy's. Wendy's is good. I like Wendy's. Yeah, Wendy's is good. I think their burgers are solid. I don't think they're necessarily amazing. That being said, they're pretty fucking good burgers, solid like 7 out of 10 burgers. If I generally speaking, it might depend on what you get though. I do agree they have a lot of like nice like strawberry lemonade, or different kinds of lemonades, and that's always nice. I One thing that I really disagree with about Jams and Tea podcast, their fries I think are really good. I think they are really nicely salted. Um, they have kind of a nice, I don't know, I just think they have a nice crunch, a nice flavor to them. I think they're one of those places where their fries used to be like limp and kind of gross, but they stepped up their game over time. Some places get worse over time. I think Wendy's has kind of, well, specifically Wendy's fries have gotten better over time. And I might also be saying that because their barbecue sauce is fucking bomb. It is like it is like a perfect blend of sweetness and of even a little bit of spiciness. I almost always get the spicy chicken nuggets. The chicken nuggets are good. They're nice and crunchy. They're not necessarily the best chicken nuggets ever, but with that barbecue sauce, oh my god, they are so good. So yeah, Wendy's is, I don't think they're necessarily good enough to be A tier, so I'm gonna throw them like pretty high B, I think. Yeah, that's good. Whataburger. I've had Whataburger once and I thought it was good. I didn't really see the hype at the time, and I don't really see it now. Um, so they're like, people say they have the best burger. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was particularly amazing or anything. So I'm gonna put it. I might just put it in C, honestly. Um, I might not be totally fair though to that, but and again, it's a southern place, so it's not really around here. But if I put Jack in the Box in the list, then I think I can put Whataburger in the list. White Castle, never been, actually. Wingstop, you know what? I actually don't think I've been to Wingstop either. Even though there is one around here, I usually again get wings from like that Good Life place nearby. Okay. And finally, we're on the last one. Oh my God, I'm tired. I'm tired of talking. Zaxby's. So again, Zaxby's is not here. There's a lot of shit that's not here. Zaxby's, I think, is more southern, but I've had it 2 times, maybe 3. Can't remember. And each time, I thought it was really good. And I'm not comfortable enough to put it in A tier. Actually, you know what? No, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna put it in A tier because I remember it being really good chicken, really good fries, um, good sauce. Again, it's just my memory's a little fuzzy, but I just remember it being some good shit. And that, ladies and gentlemen, NBs, is my tier list. Look at that. You can ignore this whole bottom one because, again, boop, there we go. So yeah, Culver's, Popeyes, Cane's, Shake Shack is my Mount Rushmore of fast food. Again, not including more Nebraskan places, because if we included the Nebraska fast food chains, this would look a lot different. But we got, that's my of these ones, I guess that's my big four right here, and I guess Culver's is my number one, which I'm pretty proud of. And then the bottom three: KFC, Burger King, Long John Silver's. That shit blows. So yeah, um, that's it. Let me know if you're still watching down the comments or whatever, what you think, or what you think of my tier list, what you would do differently. There's a lot of shit that I haven't tried, so maybe you can recommend one of these to me if I ever come across it. And that is all. I guess subscribe. My channel is not very active, but subscribe anyway. It doesn't hurt. Like the video. Um, shout out Jams and Tea podcast. Go subscribe to them. That's way more important than subscribing to me. And I will see y'all on the flip flop. I don't know how to end this. There we go. Goodbye.